Welcome back to Inside Eastern Utah. We're here now with Frank Ori from Carbon Rec, and we have lots of fabulous holiday things happening with Carbon Rec that we're going to talk about. And United Way, sorry, my mind went blank for just a minute. You were just able to donate to United Way. We talked to Cheryl a few minutes ago before you came on. We had her. So do you want to tell us about that Batten for Boobies tournament and just what
Sure. It was the third tournament that we've done for breast cancer awareness. The first one, we benefited a local citizen, and then we felt like after that it was better to just give the money to an organization and not have to decide who gets the money and how it's used and everything like that. So we decided that to make it an annual thing, and we just give the money to the Live Love Local Cancer Fund, and we were able to raise, I think, $4,260 or something like that, if my memory serves me, and excited to help out. And I don't know how many people that'll benefit, but I hope that it's a lot. Yes. And with that check, Carbon County and its employees and Carbon County Recreation has raised $40,900 for local charities this year.
That's impressive.
That is so impressive.
And that's what we've raised as a group. That doesn't count the cornhole tournament that we did where CNS raised over $6,000. It doesn't count the Christmas tree regalia that we're raising the money for the CJC. Those are kind of in-kind donations where the group comes in and they raise the money, but we allow them to use, and we still charged CJC for the facility, and we're charging the CNS. We charge them for the cornhole, but
they're still getting that money after they cover all their expenses.
That we're covering our expenses
and
we're raising that amount of money, and that's $40,900 that we raised on top of covering our expenses.
Wow.
So it pays
That's
for
awesome.
we paid for our employees, we paid for the supplies, and that's what we donated. And granted, a big chunk of that is the Mike Ballard fundraiser, which that was over $21,000. But I mean, still, $19,900 for a small organization like Carbon Rec is pretty cool.
So. That speaks volumes not only about Carbon Rec and the great work you guys are doing, but how giving the community is. We were just saying that with Cheryl. People are always willing to come out and help a good cause.
Oh yeah, it's amazing, and we've been so fortunate to be able to do those things, and we want to continue to do those in the future. And I think it's a benefit to our community. So I don't know, we're excited about that.
Speaking about benefiting the community, you guys are really kind of expanding out there at the event center about your offerings. You're really trying to bring in a lot more stuff. And the Bellamy Brothers was the last big thing. Can you tell us a bit about how that went?
We had 602 people. That's what the ticket sales were. 602 on a Thursday night. Bellamy Brothers came in. It was a great crowd. I think people had a great time. The county benefited. We made some money. I think the promoters made some money. Obviously, the promoters made some money because they okayed us to bring in Sawyer Brown next, and they're coming February 24th. This is one thing that we want to do. I see other small rural communities doing concerts and things like that. Especially, I look at Richfield, and they have the Sevier Valley Center, which is kind of a different arena. In compared to what we have, but the event center is good. I mean, we can seat 1,900 people, and Sawyer Brown, I think we're going to get there. Tickets have been on sale since right after the Bellamy Brothers concert in October, and just when I left this morning, we had 38 premium seats left out of over 400 that were available. We have 38 left.
That's crazy because it's still 3 months away.
Right. So obviously people are wanting to get their tickets, and they're wanting to get their tickets in advance. They make great Christmas gifts, and you can get tickets. You can either come to the event center, and we take cash or check at the event center, or you can go online to www.tle.fun, and you can get the tickets online. The reserve seats are $25. The premium seats are $30. That's the ones where there's only 38 left. And then there's bleacher seats, which are general admission, that are $15.
And I think it is important for people to know the more you support these events that you guys have going, the more they're going to come. Just
Right.
like the Bellamy Brothers, just because that was successful, now
Sure.
Sawyer Brown's coming.
No, I agree, and it's very important. You know, the one thing I always hear is there's nothing to do in Carbon County, and which I don't agree with. I hate that when I hear people say that. It drives me insane because I'm like,
Yep.
come on.
We say the same thing because we're constantly in somewhat of the same realm that you are in, getting the word out there to people,
Right.
which you do with the radio station, as far as what is happening on the weekends or in Carbon
There's
County.
so many things, you know.
And that's where, like, why are people constantly saying
I
there's
know.
nothing to
And then
do
we have
here?
our reporters that
Yeah.
are trying to go to every event, and we don't even have enough
Exactly.
reporters
There's
sometimes
some-
to cover everything.
Right, there's some weekends
Absolutely.
you couldn't get to everything, and you know, with the weather changing too, we have winter rentals available at Carbon Rec. We have ice skates, and now that we're at the fairgrounds, we're gonna do a Saturday special. Well, we'll be open from like 10 to 2 on Saturdays for people to come and rent skates, and we'll do a reduced rate where you rent them on Saturday and you bring them back before 2 p.m. You get them for 4 hours, and I don't know what that rate is, but
But it's a good
it's going to
one.
be less than the normal rate. So we're excited about that. We have snowshoes, we have cross country skis. It's just if you're into winter sports and stuff, this is a good time at affordable rates. And I'm really excited. Our office is starting to come together. So if you
Yes.
haven't been out to the new office, come by and check it out. It's really cool.
So when is the ice rink going to be ready to go? And
When the temperatures
I was
dip
gonna
below
say, you
60
kinda
degrees,
don't know,
yeah,
right?
it's difficult. People will call and they'll say, when is the ice when's the ice pond going to be frozen? And I says, well,
well, it's still 60 degrees
Yeah, I
outside,
mean,
so not yet.
we had a little bit of a cold spell on Friday, but still it didn't dip down below freezing. I mean, we're getting down to the low 20s and on a few nights, but what we really need is temperatures that don't go above freezing during the day and dip down into the teens at night to keep that ice frozen in the valleys. So I'm thinking mid-December, I'm hoping.
Just in time for
Yeah.
all the holidays and all that good stuff.
Yeah,
The
and
kids to be out of school looking for something to do.
Yep.
huh? There you go.
yeah, we're just really excited. I love the new location. I love that we're there at the fairgrounds now.
It seems
That
to be
is
working
nice,
really
yeah.
well. I mean, between being with over the event center and over the rec, I mean, as a director, you have to love that.
I do. I love it. We don't sleep much, but it's okay.
Sleep is for the weak, right?
Right, because like next weekend we have the Christmas tree regalia.
Yes.
Well, next week. It's
It's
not the
during the
weekend.
week,
Yeah, it's the 29th through the 1st. And Connie Hamilton, that lady. man.
She's an Energizer bunny
Yes,
if
she
there ever was
is.
one.
So I think there's over 50 trees, is what she said.
55, she
55
told us
trees,
this
okay.
morning, yeah.
55 trees that are going to be auctioned off, and that's another thing that the Christmas tree regalia. We're helping out there.
Yeah.
Raising money for another county entity. And we're excited about that. That's what we're here for. We're here to make the community a better place. Our mission is to provide recreation and lifelong learning events to every citizen of Carbon County, and I don't know. I think we're trying to accomplish that. So.
Well, and you guys are you're constantly looking for new ways to do that too and stay current and bring new offerings, and I think the community really appreciates it.
I hope they do. I hope they appreciate it. We've already scheduled the circus for June. Brenda got that taken care of. I'm not sure of the date, but we have the circus coming. We might try and bring mud drags. There's people that want to do truck pulls and tractor pulls, and so if the community will support it, we'll do it. And that's really the true nature. As long as people are coming out and we're covering costs and making a little bit of money, I think the commissioners are going to keep supporting it, and I think they're going to be happy. So
And that's a great space out there. I mean,
I agree.
conventions,
The facility is
or
really nice.
arenas. I mean,
And
anything.
we keep booking. We have the State Fire Convention in 2018. We have Job's Daughters, which is coming in 2018. We have the Episcopalian Church is doing a conference. It seems like the weekends just continue to book. We're going to, and I don't know if this is out there in the public, but I'm just going.
We're gonna put it
We're
out
We're
there.
gonna throw it out there. But Amanda Pies, who I've worked with at the radio station, and the What a Woman Wants Expo and
Yes.
the Women's Conference. We're going to try and combine that and do that at the event center
great.
in April.
Oh,
Great.
that'd be
I'm so glad. It has grown so much that the last
it
one
has.
was too small.
Right.
I mean, the area it was in was too small. So to get it in a bigger
So we're gonna
facility
expand
spread
it
out, you
and-
couldn't even walk through
Right.
there
Because there's
last time,
so
'cause
many
there's-
people, so many
yeah.
vendors. It's
So we want to.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
And have the women's conference to, breakout sessions and everything like that. So that's, I'm thinking April 13th and 14th is the tentative date. Home and garden shows in March, as always. That's the same weekend as St. Patrick's Day. I don't know, the more we can do, the better off we are. So I would like to have 52 weekends of stuff booked.
I know. I mean, not only does it help fill your weekends for stuff to, as a community stuff to do, but it's also really helping the county whenever we can bring those things in, people coming in and
Yep.
not and spending dollars. Ooh,
You got
look at
another
him.
one.
He's
Sorry.
he
full
has
of-
so
full
much.
of
Indoor
great
indoor
things.
archery starts. We're gonna have indoor archery on Wednesdays, from 5 to 9.
So are they like teams? Is it a league or
it's
just
just
come and
to
practice?
come and practice.
Okay.
We charge $8 for adults and like $6 for kids from 12 to 17, and then 11 and under. It's like $3. That's on Wednesday nights. We're also scheduling batting cages.
Oh, great.
So we're going to rent batting cages, and for those teams that want to come, $20 for a half hour, $30 for an hour, or $45 for 2 hours. And you can call and schedule that with Brenda. We were able to
Wow.
purchase 4 batting nets. They're 70-foot nets. They're 70 feet long, 14 feet high, 12 feet wide. And the college, USU Eastern, is helping us out. They're going to donate $10,000 so that we
how
can buy
great.
pitching machines
Wow.
and L screens. We were able to get the nets, but we didn't have enough money
For the rest of
for
the
the rest
gear.
of the stuff. And so they're being kind enough. Greg Dart is helping us out with that. So in exchange, we're going to let the college teams come in
Sure.
and hit during the
That's
day and
awesome.
stuff. So it's a good relationship. So excited about that. USU Eastern softball uses our fields. That's coming in. They'll be playing their games in March and April. So archery starts the first Wednesday. Archery and batting cages the first Wednesday in December. So those are things
great.
that. It's a way to make some revenue, give people more things to do. I know that there's always been a need. Every winter I get teams calling in saying, hey, can we practice? And now we have that ability to do it. So
Yeah,
That's
great.
so awesome. I don't know how you keep all of this straight.
that's
in
why
your
it's like all of a
mind.
sudden it's like, oh, wait,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
this.
Oh,
So if you're like me and can't keep all the stuff that the event center and Carbon Rec is doing straight in your mind, be sure to follow them on Facebook, because you
Yeah.
guys are constantly posting stuff on there, new stuff you have coming, and reminders, sign-ups, all that stuff is always up to date on
And you
there.
guys are so good to help out too. I appreciate it.
We're happy to do it. Well, we certainly appreciate you taking some time to tell us what's coming up out there, and appreciate all the work you're doing.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
It's I enjoy what I do. That's what I said the other day. I said, I don't know what I'd do if I would just be lost without this.
Yeah.
I would be so bored.
I know.
So-
What would you do? Free time? What do I do with
What is
that?
free time? That's
No,
right.
and I want to thank all the community members that have supported what we do over the years, and just remember that the more you support, the more we'll do. And if you have ideas, call me. We'll try it. I don't care.
Great.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, thanks again for joining us. Sure, we'll have you back in the near future with all the
anytime.
stuff you guys have
Absolutely.
going on. So be sure to like them on Facebook so that you can stay up to date. And stick around. We have more of your favorite programming coming up on ETV Channel 10.